When you walk into an electronics district in Tokyo, Osaka, or Kyoto, you witness something that should be impossible in the modern consumer economy. You see Japanese shoppers completely ignoring the gleaming flagship displays of brand new smart appliances. Instead, they are crowding around used appliances from the 1990s and early 2000s. They are pulling out repair manuals. They are checking parts availability on their phones. They are treating a 20-year-old washing machine with the same scrutiny Americans reserve for buying a car. But you are participating in a rigged game. You have been conditioned to replace your appliances every 5 to 7 years, while Japanese consumers have systematically escaped the trap. They cracked the code. Today, I am going to show you their exact playbook and how to replicate it in your home, regardless of where you live. To understand how Japanese consumers escaped the appliance monopoly trap, you have to go back 50 years and examine what happened differently. In the 1970s and 1980s, when American and European brands were being systematically bought up by massive holding companies, Japan's domestic market evolved under completely different forces. Japanese manufacturers were building machines for a population that had just experienced post-war scarcity. The cultural memory of that scarcity created a consumer philosophy that Westerners abandoned decades ago. In Japan, this philosophy is called mottainai. It translates to "what a waste," and it carries deep shame. Throwing away a functional object violates a cultural norm. This is not environmentalism. It is a fundamental belief that waste is morally wrong. When global conglomerates attempted to introduce planned obsolescence to the Japanese market in the 1990s and early 2000s, they hit a wall. Japanese consumers refused to accept disposable appliances. They did not view a refrigerator as technology that would be outdated in 5 years. They viewed it as a generational purchase, an object that should last 20 to 30 years and be passed down or refurbished. When manufacturers started using cheap plastic components and fragile logic boards, Japanese buyers stopped buying new models. The used appliance market exploded. Independent repair shops thrived because consumers demanded access to spare parts and service manuals. The retail landscape reinforced this behavior. Japan's appliance stores are not massive big box warehouses. They are smaller, neighborhood-focused shops where salespeople build relationships with customers. If a salesperson sold you a machine that died in 5 years, you would remember. You would tell your neighbors. You would go to a different store. This created accountability that does not exist in Western chains. Badge engineering failed in Japan because consumers could compare machines across decades. They knew which models from the 1990s were still running. They knew which brands honored repair commitments. So what exactly are Japanese consumers doing that Western households have forgotten? They have developed a systematic approach that treats durability as the primary variable and price as secondary. The first strategy is the generational purchase mindset. When a Japanese household buys a washing machine, they do not ask what is cheapest or which has the best features. They ask which machine will last 30 years. This inverts the Western decision process. It means they pay more upfront if they can verify the machine is built to be repaired. They calculate cost per year of ownership, not sticker price. The second strategy is repair manual auditing. Before purchasing any appliance, Japanese consumers demand access to the full service manual. They verify the parts diagram. They check whether motors, compressors, and pumps use proprietary designs or standard industry parts. If a manufacturer uses proprietary screws, custom circuit boards, or glued assemblies that cannot be disassembled, the product is rejected. Stores that refuse to provide service manuals lose business. This forces manufacturers to maintain transparency. The third strategy is the thriving used and refurbished ecosystem. In major Japanese cities, you will find entire stores dedicated to professionally refurbished appliances from the 1990s and early 2000s. These are not sketchy secondhand shops. These are legitimate businesses that buy old machines, replace worn components with new parts, and resell them with warranties. A refurbished 1998 Panasonic washing machine with a new motor and drum bearings sells for roughly the same price as a brand new budget model. But the refurbished unit will outlast the new one by 15 years. Japanese consumers understand this math. Now, here is where the story becomes truly revealing. When Japanese manufacturers realized their domestic consumers would not tolerate disposable garbage, they made a calculated decision. They segmented their product lines. They built two versions of the exact same appliance, one version for the Japanese domestic market, one version for export to America, Europe, and the rest of the world. The Japanese market models use heavier steel components, accessible fasteners, and standardized parts. The export models use the exact same cheap plastic platform that Western monopolies wrap in a dozen different logos. If you could place a Japanese market Panasonic refrigerator next to the American market version and take a screwdriver to both, you would see the scam in physical form. The Japanese model has a compressor built with copper coils and steel housing. The American model has a compressor with aluminum coils and plastic housing. The Japanese model uses standard Phillips head screws. The American model uses proprietary torque security screws designed to prevent disassembly. The Japanese model comes with a 20-page service manual in the box. The American model has a 1-page warranty card that voids coverage if you open the back panel. They are the exact same brand. They are built in the exact same factories, but one is engineered to last and one is engineered to fail. Japanese manufacturers discovered something Western conglomerates refuse to acknowledge. Selling repair parts for 30 years is more profitable than selling new units every 7 years. When a Japanese household buys a refrigerator, that brand now has a guaranteed customer for replacement gaskets, shelves, temperature sensors, and compressor parts over 3 decades. The profit margin on parts is higher than the profit margin on new units. The brand loyalty is unbreakable. Meanwhile, Western manufacturers chase the new unit sale, extract maximum profit up front, and lose the customer forever when the machine breaks and cannot be repaired. Here is the dark irony. The better machines already exist. Japanese engineers have already solved the durability problem. These machines are being manufactured right now, but they are region-locked. They are deliberately kept out of Western markets because the corporate monopolies know that if American and European consumers had access to machines that last 30 years, the entire planned obsolescence business model would collapse. You are being intentionally excluded from quality. So how do you break through the region lock? How do you access the Japanese appliance ecosystem from America or Europe? You use the import loophole. This is a 3-part strategy to completely bypass the Western monopoly system. Step 1. Import directly from Japan. There are specialty import services and online marketplaces that ship Japanese market appliances internationally. You will pay for shipping. You will need a voltage converter because Japanese appliances run on 100 volts and Western countries use 120 or 240 volts. The converter costs between $50 and $200 depending on appliance size. But here is the math. A Japanese market washing machine costs $1,200 after shipping and converter. An American market washing machine costs $800 and will need replacement 3 times over the same period. You save $1,200 over 20 years. You keep 2 disposable machines out of the landfill. Step 2. Hunt for Japan spec models through commercial distributors. Some Japanese manufacturers sell their domestic market models through business-to-business suppliers that service restaurants, hotels, and laundromats. If you contact a commercial appliance distributor and specifically request Japan specification models, you can access the better product line without international shipping. Search for commercial-grade Japanese, import, or Japan spec. These distributors exist because restaurant owners demand machines that will not break. Step 3. Adopt the repair first mindset immediately. Stop viewing appliances as disposable technology. Before you buy anything, demand the service manual. If the salesperson cannot provide it, walk away. If the manual shows proprietary components or glued assemblies, walk away. Find an independent repair technician in your area and build a relationship before your machines break. Ask them which brands they can actually repair and which brands they refuse to service, because parts are unavailable. This is not just about saving money. This is about opting out of a corporate system designed to extract maximum profit by selling you the exact same garbage every 5 years. Japanese consumers have proven that manufacturers will build better products if the market demands it. They have proven that repair-based business models are more profitable long-term than planned obsolescence. The loophole exists. The better machines exist. You just have to stop accepting what the monopolies are selling you. Stop buying disposable appliances. Demand repairability at the point of purchase. Import what they are hiding from you. Calculate cost per year, not sticker price. Keep your money out of the planned obsolescence trap. But Japan is not the only place using hidden market structures to force corporations to build better products. If you want to see exactly how European right to repair laws are creating a parallel market where American brands are legally required to sell higher quality models with accessible parts, and how you can exploit those regulations to buy machines that are banned in the United States, click the video on your screen right now. I will see you there.